Today, we're coming at you with a Porygon Florges deck that was a viewer submission on one of my live streams that I really enjoyed the play patterns of. Florges is a phenomenal aggressive cards in the games where you can assemble your somewhat inconsistent stage 2 card. Anytime you get your 2 energy 80 damage attacker online that has some built-in sustain, you can often run away with the game as long as your opponent doesn't have something big to one-shot you off of the board. In enter Porygon alongside our Mythic Slab and Pokeballs to make assembling that stage 2 happen a little bit more consistently. Using Porygon's Pokemon ability, we can take a peek at the top card of our deck and let us know if it's an opportune time to use Pokeball to shuffle away a card that we don't want, or Mythic Slab to draw something off of the deck. While I don't think this deck is likely to be top tier, it's really convinced me that Porygon feels this close to being a truly competitive card, and I think if we get something like a reasonable stage 1 in Porygon 2 in an upcoming set, this will definitely be an idea to revisit that has the potential to be quite powerful. That being said, I think you can still get plenty of wins with this novel strategy that's fun to manipulate, as we'll show in these highlights. If you enjoy the games, smash that button. For the rest of the day, have fun. Yes, our first tournament round will be starting in 12 minutes. This is going to be a Jinx as a punching bag angle here, it would appear. Definitely a power up the Tauros in the face of EX Pikachu. Mew is not great, but so I'm not going to play it out just yet, but next turn I'll probably play it out to play around Sabrina. But they're not going to be attacking us this turn, I don't think, so I think we just vibe for now. 3-month sub streak and pocket release 3 months ago. Coincidence? I think not. Thanks for the entire year. And for the recent streak here, Oliver, let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Welcome back. Now, if they Sabrina me and want to take this knockout, that's fine. I think I saved this last bench slot for something that's more useful than Mew in this matchup. I don't know. I think, especially not only the small deck sizes, but also Pocket's total small card pool, I don't know that any of the top performing decks we've had in Pokemon Pocket so far are decks that the community actually made, so much as they were very clearly decks the designers put into the card pool. Like, the closest thing is probably like the far-fetched fighting box like package deck that like goes around to do a lot of different things that gets customized a lot, but like even that, I would assume when the designers were testing this game that they had a far-fetched Hitmonlee Marshadow package that they expected to be good. You gonna grab the bull by the horns, Pikachu? All right, we'll see how this one works out for him here, huh? Yeah, that's a good take. The Executor Greninja deck. Maybe that's the closest thing to like a deck that's somewhat competitive that the designers didn't explicitly think of. That one's been putting up some results post Mythical Island too. I think that's a good shout out for like maybe something that was like organically made as opposed to like brewed in the lab that the designers cooked up. But again, even that, I really wouldn't be surprised. Like Greninja's attack taking a colorless energy very clearly shows that it's intended to be played in 2 color shells. And Executor is just such a good card, I wouldn't be shocked for them to have been like, yeah, this is gonna be a thing. Is it gonna be a DDN hero angle here? Just paralyze me in perpetuity? If they win a couple of paralyzed flips, they could have Pikachu clear this and then maybe be in the game. How do we feel about energy here and then X speed out the Tauros? So that way if I evolve, I clear paralysis next turn. I think I'm gonna hold the other X speed for now. I think I like this. They can't threaten to knock this out this turn. And then if I hit our evolution, we don't even care about the paralyzed coin flip. Line seems good. And if they switch off to something else and we find Florges, it's still very good for us. And they have to switch to this. They actually die to our Giovanni top deck if they switch to Zapdos, and they can't put Pikachu up. So we have 2 hits and 3 draws. That means we don't care about the Paralyze. And now we have 1 hit in 8 draws that clear the Zapdos on the spot. Even if we brick on that, if we hit the Florges, we're still going to be in a pretty good spot. All right, not playing that one. Got it. And then, I mean, they put the energy on the Pikachu, but, like, they can't even... what's it called? Because they can't even circle circuit us. They only have one point, and then the Tauros cleans in the backswing. They should make a Pokemon attack that does extra damage to full art cards. Please no. I need to play my pretties. All right, so 50% for Slab to find Florges underneath here. Are there any basics left in my deck? I guess this is free to do. I don't think there are. Oh, I guess I could have data scanned and then Pokeball to shuffle if I miss. So that's actually wrong. We hit it, but I could have had a redraw there. I could have had 2 50-50s. Should have. First time getting to do the Porygon there. It's adorable. The Pokeball fetch land. Yeah, basically. It said Sensei. So I think if we get a remotely playable Porygon 2, I think this card could be a real card. It might be close with this Mythic Slab stuff. Like, obviously Tauros carried that game, but if Porygon 2 is a real attacker, I think this card's gonna see some play. Really not interested in negatively discussing Snap. I'd rather just focus on enjoying Pocket. I think I hold this until its ability is useful. This is a Mogwai deck. Did the viewer say it was their deck? Actually, my dear viewer, every deck I play on the stream is organically and ethically sourced, and I ensure that I have the NFT that gives me pure and only ownership of it. If you see someone else out in the big scary world playing one of the decks you saw in my stream, be sure you let me know immediately so my lawyers can reach out and take appropriate action. Everybody knows that in this 20-card deck building game where there's less than 300 unique cards, everything is very specific and it's impossible for 2 players to come to parallel ideas. So it's so funny to me. It's just literally every card game without fail. The deck ownership and accreditation nonsense comes up, and it's always very, very silly. Oh no, do they have Aerodactyl? Don't you dare Aerodactyl me. All right, no Aerodactyl, no problem. We're about to clean this gamer out and didn't respect the Flowette. Flowette draining Machop. I think I saw a Pokemon fanfic about that one time. Like one of your finest Florges, please. All right, with the Aerodactyl on the bench, this feels like it could go either way on who I'm supposed to put the energy on here. I think I'm playing the Tauros out, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the energy on Mew, I think, to start. This healing 10 more is... Oh, wait, I could just Sabrina the what's it called? Oh, yeah, never mind. This is fine. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Who was that impression of for the youthful viewers? It's like a Cartman-esque voice, but really it's just generic card gamer being card gamer impersonation. No, if Snap was enjoyable to play off stream, I would be playing it on stream. I'm not streaming it because I don't enjoy it. Bucka Druid, thank you for the brand new Prime support. Appreciate that. Springsburg, thank you for the almost 3.5 years. Good morning, good morning. Spiral, thanks for dropping the Prime offer for more Pokemon. I've been having a ton of fun. Thanks for making it possible. Unfortunately, our deck can't attack bench Pokemon, so we probably have a bad... what's it called matchup here? The Slab is interesting. So there's technically 2 colorless Pokemon this can hit, and if I hit the Porygon helps the Slab. So I think I'm Pokeballing first here, even though this is a possibility. I think I'm gonna chill on this for now. I think I'm gonna chill on that for now. But I'm not really drawing into anything that's helping me this turn, so the chance to like hit a Porygon before I do it has a lot of upside. If I was like digging for an evolution I needed, we'd fire it off, but I'm not gonna do anything with any card I draw from this, so I don't think I need to be in a rush. So, if they have Vaporeon plus Leaf or Misty Heads, we get punished for this line. But if they only have Vaporeon, I really want to crack them for 40 here, so that way Florges can come up next turn and crack them for 80. I need this to not have 3 heads. If it hits 3 heads, Florges can't heal enough to survive Starmie. Alright, 2 heads. 2 heads. We're still surviving Starmie. Or am I taking the EV knockout with Mew? I think I'm taking the EV knockout with Mew. And then Next turn, they're going to put the Starmie up and hit me, and then I can retreat back to here and heal to 100 while putting them to 50. And that leaves us in an awkward spot if they have exactly Giovanni, but in a decent spot otherwise. And a lot of the times with these 3 stage 1s, they don't have room for Giovanni in their deck. I think I'm putting this out because I'd rather Jinx get cleared by a Sabrina than my other Florges get cleared by a Sabrina. And the good news is if they do have Giovanni to clear this, my Giovanni plus Mew still clears this in the backswing next turn, and then we win. They have to retreat. They're out at this point, it's just Misty Cheese, yeah? They're not even gonna play to it. That felt slick. Going second, they are a fighting deck. I think I lead on Jinx just because I have this whole line queued up and I'd prefer not to get it knocked out by mistake. Research double Pokeball, just 10 cards into their deck. Looks like Fighting Box here with a Mew. 2 Mews in Fighting Box is interesting. This card is insane against the Fighting Box deck. Actually nutty. Bottoming a Tauros sounds lovely. Don't need that one. Bottoming Tauros sounds lovely. Jeff Oakland 2025. I mean, I'm a power bottom who can grab the bull by the horns, if you know what I mean. Receiving me an energy on the Jinx? That sounds great. Got my stage 2 all queued up, gamer. Get to heal this right back. Are we done here? You're just gonna say that on the internet. That's what happens when you're incredibly secure with who you are. I think playing Mew in the Fighting Box deck is fine. I think playing 2 is probably bait. Infinity, appreciate the almost 2 years. Welcome back. Water deck. I'll lead Mew. Squirtle Gaming. Infinity, thank you for the 23 months. Morning, morning. Yep. Just get evolving ASAP. All right, deck, I would like one of your finest X speeds, please, next turn. X speed ends the game on the spot. Just like we drew it up. I suppose there's a world where they have like Starmie plus Misty here, but even that we're probably okay through, right? Because they don't clear this. All I will say is we have had 0 credible leaks about anything regarding Pokemon Pocket so far. We've had some credible data mining, but data mine and leaks are different. Data mine is finding information early in the game files. Leaks are claiming to know stuff early that you... Oh gosh, the opponent's deck is often a Giovanni deck. Which Reckless Charge could clear this with this turn. Counterpoint, my uncle works at Nintendo. That's true, you know. Alright, sick. And now I get to Porygon with Slab and Professor. Sign me up, baby. Definitely not playing Tauros out in the fighting box matchup. Jeff, I've heard you talk about your history with TCGs. What about your history with the Pokemon franchise? So I played the video games casually growing up, and I've always enjoyed the Pokemon IP. Stage 1, please. Nice. And then Pokemon Unite, the Pokemon MOBA, when that released, I played a ton of it and made some kind of unsuccessful content for it. I started a little late, never had good metrics. But I have experience doing esports casting and broadcast stuff from my TCG tournament days. So I was a part of the Unite Championship Series official broadcast for their whole first year. I was a part of their first Worlds tournament in London. It's where I have some of like my Pokemon gear from. And that was a ton of fun. It just also didn't make any money. Like for example, when I broadcast Worlds in London, I think I got like 2,000 or 2,500 bucks for the 5 days or whatever it was. And my wife ended up coming with me and we basically just broke even on the trip. And it was fun. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. But it basically was like I worked for 2.5 days or whatever out of a 5-day trip to have a net even trip for my wife and I to London. Yeah, it was fun. I'd do it again. I really enjoyed it. But it's just not something that like you make a ton of money doing, right? It's not a this provides for the family. And then I fell out of doing Unite stuff when Marvel Snap took off because that started doing really good metric numbers for me and was a way to provide. We're very done here, yes. Early Florges is so good. It's insane in this matchup.